Welcome to First at 4. I'm Grant Sweeter. Here's a quick look at Wednesday's top stories. 5 new deaths were reported by the South Dakota Department of Health, leaving today's total at 29 in the state. The 5 new deaths reported are all in Minnehaha County, 1 male and 4 females. The latest COVID-19 numbers in South Dakota can be found in this story on KELOLAND.com. A situation that was called by authorities as a family crisis on Tuesday in an eastern Sioux Falls neighborhood has turned into a homicide investigation. On Wednesday, Sioux Falls Police Department spokesman Sam Clemens said the suspect is a juvenile and has been arrested. Clemens said police are limited on details that he can share about juveniles because of the recommendations from officials with juvenile court. The charges against the juvenile have not been announced. Minnesota, for the first time, has exceeded Governor Tim Walz's goal of conducting 5,000 corona tests in a day. The Minnesota Department of Health said Wednesday that the state and private labs administered 5,223 tests on Tuesday. Walz has said that hitting the 5,000 target consistently is a necessary condition for reopening the state's economy. More on this story can be found on KELOLAND.com. In a KELOLAND.com original now online, consumers may not be able to buy hamburger or a favorite type of steak in the supermarket on a given day, but there isn't a beef shortage, said an official with a National Beef Association. What the nation has now are nearly 1 million cattle waiting for processing at meat packing plants around the U.S., Colin Woodall, the chief executive officer of the National Cattlemen's Beef Association, said. Woodall said the 1 million cattle is an estimate and a moving target because the landscape of processing changes daily. As more packing plants reopen and increase processing, the number of waiting cattle will change, he said. From the Capital News Bureau in Pierre, South Dakota's rivers aren't running as high this spring as had been feared heading into last winter, a state official said today. The extremely wet conditions of last year haven't been repeated this year, Mark Rath told South Dakota Water Management Board members. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers continues to forecast above normal levels for the 6 Missouri River reservoirs, including 4 in South Dakota. But the projections each month have gradually decreased, Rath said. KELOLAND News Bureau reporter Bob Mercer's full report can be found in this story online right now. Scroll down in the First at 4 story for a look at today's forecast from the KELOLAND Live Doppler HD Storm Center. That's First at 4 on this Wednesday afternoon. I'm Grant Sweeter. For the latest updates, download the KELOLAND News app.